Alright, and I'm back with yet another handful of games, showing off more weird stuff that I've learned over all my years of speedrunning. Yeah, we'll just get right into it. Here we go. Here we have Aladdin. It's a port of the Genesis game. This was only released in PAL territories. If it looks like a Game Boy game, that's because it is. It's a bad port of a Game Boy game. But it does have two pretty neat little skips that you can do. First one here, normally you ride the carpet all the way to the top. Then you're supposed to drop down into kind of this little pit. Then you go to the right and you take another carpet, and then you come up to the top. But actually, you can just jump right off the carpet and over the pillar at the very top, and that skips like that whole little section, and you can just run right to the end of the stage there. And the second skip is right at Jafar. So yeah, you're supposed to get on this carpet, and you can't control the carpet in this game. It just goes on its own. And you see I sped it up here, but it sort of just zooms around here, and eventually it comes back to the pillar that you can jump over. But if you do just the right jump, you can jump off right when the carpet starts to move and jump over the pillar, and you can get to Jafar without having to go through all that. So it's a nice skip. Saves a pretty good amount of time. Now this one is a bootleg port of Genesis Aladdin. This is made by Super Game, and it's also called Super Aladdin. And you can see it actually looks much better than the official licensed version that came out. But our first glitch here is you can do a screen wrap. So if you go up against the edge of the screen and swing your sword, and then press the opposite direction, I think the task note said 24 frames after, you actually can screen wrap and get to the edge of the screen. The task does a whole bunch of skips where you can get through walls in like stage 1 and stage 2, but not super useful for like a real-time speedrun. This is just an odd little glitch that happens. You hold up to scroll the screen up and you pause the game. When you unpause the game, it will move the camera down 1 frame and pause it again automatically. So if you end up having scrolled the screen pretty far, you have to like mash start a whole bunch to keep unpausing and unpausing. It just sounds really funny. And also notice the classic bootleg use the Konami pause sound effect. Here's a couple of skips that are actually used in the speedrun. So the first one is at the very end of stage 1. Yeah, I sped it up again here, but you're supposed to go left after you get to the top of this rope. And you go all the way around, come all the way back to the top to get to the exit. But there's a really cool skip at the very top of the rope. You can actually stand above it, and there's I think it's frame perfect, but you can actually jump off and up to the right side, and from there you can just jump up to the exit. That's just immediately above the rope here. Yeah, it saves quite a bit of time here. Next skip is in stage 2. This one, there's like this little cubby right above the second scarab piece that you need. You're supposed to like just jump up the platforms right above this, and this one actually doesn't save that much time, but for whatever reason, if you stand in this little cubby and you mash the jump button, eventually you just clip through and you can just go right to the scarab and then right to the rest of the level. And we have a skip here for the final platforming level. So you can actually use this trick for a whole bunch of skips throughout the stage, but this is just going to show it for the final boss. I actually don't know how you're supposed to fight this boss normally, but what we do in the speedrun is you go up this right side wall, and if you turn around and mash the A button, you just sort of hover up, and you can hover all the way up and above the boss and land to the right and just hit him with your apples from up top. Yeah, just a really nice cheesy way to beat the boss here. This is a neat little trick you can do in Donkey Kong. So there is a specific pixel on this first ladder here. All you do is just walk up to it and hit down, or hold down, and you will go down this ladder you're not supposed to, and you'll screen wrap and come up at the very top. Yeah, it's really super easy. You just hold down on the right pixel, and yeah, you screen wrap. Here's kind of a nasty bug in Arkanoid. So I'm going to show it here with just one block, so it's easier to see. But if you pause at the same time that you hit a block, the block like physically will disappear, but the game doesn't think that you broke the block. So you end up getting soft locked because there will be one block that you won't be able to destroy. So you see, even after I die, it still thinks there's a block left, even though there's nothing there. So yeah, be careful pausing in this game. This is Treasure Master. This is what probably most known for its music and also having the swaggiest walk cycle on the NES. But I'm going to show a actual useful bug here. So this game has a health underflow glitch. So you see, I'm gonna line up on a specific pixel, and I'm gonna jump through the transition, and I'm gonna kick once I come back down to get hit on the same frame that I exit the screen. Doing this, it takes away the health, but it doesn't actually kill you. So I'm come out the other side with 0 health. You'll see I have like no health bars. And then when I get hit by the next enemy, since I'm at 0 health, it's gonna wrap all the way around. I think it goes to 255 health. And I actually don't know if you can die from taking damage, but you're essentially invincible for the rest of the game. You can just take as many hits as you want. The only thing you gotta be careful of is anything that would have been a one-hit kill when you had health. So like spikes or any insta-kill enemies, they will kill you still, and you lose the glitch if you die. And it's not easy to get back. There's no real good setups other than like this first screen. Here we have a couple cool things in Little Nemo. So yeah, right when you start the game, you walk forward and flip here comes up and gives you this cutscene that takes a whole bunch of time. And we really don't want to wait around for that, so you actually can skip this cutscene. So all you have to do to skip the cutscene is you jump, and then in the air you're just going to need to hold down, landing when the cutscene would trigger. And the cutscene will not trigger while you're ducking. So you pause the game while you're ducking, you let go of down, and then you hold right and jump and unpause. And then right when you're going to land again, you hold down, and then you do the same thing again, and that gets you up onto the mushroom, and you're actually able to just totally skip the cutscene. You can do this for, I think, all the cutscenes in the game. Really not too hard once you get a feel for just how to buffer. This clip is just showing off that you can actually do zips in this game. Most Capcom games have zips, and unfortunately there are none in this game that are actually useful for the speedrun. But by using the lizard and getting into a corner and then transforming out of the lizard, it'll actually put you in the wall, and you actually zip very fast. So this is yeah, near the end of the game. This is a really neat oversight near the end of the game. So there's this spike pressure screen. Normally, if you touch it, you die. But there's a cool skip you can do. So right before the transition, if you bring the lizard all the way up, you can damage boost up to this platform and take the lizard with you, but you're not supposed to have the lizard in this room. So they actually didn't code it so that the lizard would take damage in this room. So if you're on the lizard, the spike ceiling actually will not do damage to you, and you can just run through this room like really quickly. And yeah, you will only get hit by it if you get out of the lizard. And yeah, there's another handful of games showing off a bunch of interesting things that I like about them. I actually did run the second Aladdin game this week, so fun to show off stuff with that one. And yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, yeah, check out all the other ones that I've done. Did Mega Man ones and just a bunch of other random games. But yeah, that's it for this one, and yeah, see y'all later. Peace.